Very good morning to all. In this session, we'll see net operating income approach under capital structure theories. Now we'll see the net operating income approach. This approach has been suggested by Durant, and according to this approach, the market value of the firm is not affected by the capital structure. That is, whatever the debt content in the capital structure, it will not affect the overall cost of capital and the value of the firm. But the cost of equity will increase. Now we'll see the assumption of this net operating income approach. The overall cost of capital, that is, the KO remains constant for whatever the debt equity mix. Whatever the capital structure, the KO remains the same. And there is no corporate tax. And the cost of debt is also constant here. And here, the cost of debt is lesser than the cost of equity, because the use of less costly debt fund increase the risk of the shareholder, and this causes equity capitalization rate to increase. Now we'll see the formula used in this net operating income approach. The market value of the firm is equal to EBIT divided by KO, that is the overall cost of capital, and market value of the debt is equal to interest divided by cost of debt. You already knew this. And next formula is value of equity is equal to market value of the firm minus market value of the debt. We are finding value of equity here. Okay, and the cost of equity is equal to EBT divided by value of equity. Okay, that is yes. And you know what is EBT? That is EBIT minus interest is EBT. Okay, now we'll solve one problem using this formulas. D Limited has an EBIT of rupees 4,50,000. The cost of debt is 10% and the outstanding debt is rupees 12 lakh. The overall capitalization rate is 15%. Calculate the total value of the firm and equity capitalization rate under NOI approach. Okay, we have EBIT here, that is 4,50,000. We'll write that, and cost of debt, that is 10%, and the value of the debt is 12 lakh, and overall capitalization, that is KO, is given, that is 15%. We need to find what is the value of the firm and as well as the cost of equity. Here EBIT is 4,50,000. That should be divided by KO 15%. So the value of the firm is 30 lakh. Okay. We know what is the value of the firm now. And using that we can find what is the value of equity. Value of equity is nothing but V minus D. Here we found V, that is 30 lakh, and D is given in the problem, that is 12 lakh. If we subtract that, we'll get 18 lakh as S. Okay. Using this S, we can easily find out KE, that is cost of equity. Cost of equity is nothing but EBT divided by S. EBT is nothing but EBIT minus interest. EBIT is 4,50,000 and interest 12 lakh into 10%, that is the interest. So we'll get 1,20,000, that should be divided by 18 lakh, that is the value of equity here. So we'll get 18.33%. Okay, that is the cost of equity. Okay, as per the approach, the capital structure does not affect the value of the firm. Since the overall cost of capital is constant, the value of the firm also remains the same, and the cost of equity is increasing according to the debt proportion, and the cost of debt is lower than the cost of equity because it is the cheapest source of finance. You can also try this problem by increasing the debt content. If the debt content increases or decreases, it will not affect the value of the firm and the overall cost of capital. You can check it by increasing the debt content in the problem. I hope now you understand this problem. We can see the Modigliani Miller's model and a traditional approach in our next videos. Thank you.